A very good morning, class 7. Today I will explain chapter number 3, Stories from the Life of Buddha. Long ago, in a little village in India, there lived a child called Jaya. One day, Gautam Buddha came to his village. The villagers gathered round the Buddha, welcoming him into their village. They made a comfortable seat for him in the cool shade of a leafy peepal tree. They start making arrangement to sit. The woman washed the dust of travel from his feet and offered him fruit to eat and cool water to drink. The child watched fascinated. Here, fascinated means wanting to know about something. He could not take his eyes off the face of the Buddha, the quiet, calm look, the deep, dark eyes, the air of contentment. It means satisfaction. He couldn't understand much of what the Buddha said, but marveled instead at the sound of his voice, soft, serene, and full of kindness. Here, marveled means surprised greatly, and serene means calm. The men and women listened enthralled. It means impressed. Impressingly, they were listening him. The Buddha spoke all day and through the night. He continuously speak. The child sat there among the grown-ups, all hunger and thirst forgotten. He was sitting in front of him whole day long without even thinking of eating, and he had also forgotten his hunger. Sometime during the night he fell asleep, and when he awoke he saw that the Buddha was getting ready to leave. Means when he got up he saw that the Buddha was getting ready to leave. "Don't go," cried the child in his heart. He was thinking inside his heart that the Buddha must not go, but he knew that was not what the Buddha would want of him. He was desperate. He didn't want the Buddha to go. The child felt an emotion he hadn't felt before. He felt love. How could he tell the Buddha that he loved him? He was all over thinking about Buddha, but could not tell him that he loved him a lot and did not want him to leave his village, that he would follow him to the end of the earth. The child wanted to follow him. End of the earth means wherever he used to go, he wanted to go with him itself. The child saw the grown-ups gather round the Buddha. Some were offering him some more fruit to carry with him. Some were offering him grain. When the Buddha was leaving the village, people were started offering him with fruits, grains, food to eat. But the child has nothing to give Buddha. He suddenly thought that he should give something to Buddha, and he found nothing but found some dust from the earth, and he started gathering it from the earth and hold it out in his two little hands and ran towards the Buddha with his offering. The Buddha was touched by the faith he saw in the child's eyes. He was so pleased with his simplicity. He smiled and accepted the child's offering and blessed him. The child never saw the Buddha again, but carried his image in his spirit forever. It is said that this child was reborn as Ashok, one of the greatest of the emperor. It was just only said that he was born as Ashok, the greatest emperor of ancient India. Ashok fought many wars of conquest, But after one particularly bloody war, that was Kalinga, where thousands lay hurt or dead, Ashok gave up war forever. He embraced the teaching of Buddha and spent his long reign in improving the life of his subject. Ashok also sent missionaries to spread the teaching of the Buddha far and wide. That's all about the story, a very short story about Buddha's life. You must read it from your book also, so that you will clearly understood about the story from the life of Buddha. Thank you very much, class 7.